Hi everyone, how are you? Hi Ken, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Wait until Blake gets in here, but welcome to Just Wing It with Blake and Jamie. How's your night going? Can you hear me, Ken? Okay. Oh, hi Alyssa, thank you for that. Thanks for coming in. Yes, it does help tremendously. Thank you. So what did you guys eat for dinner tonight? Hi Carter, thanks for coming in. Tater tot breakfast casserole. Yum. I'm gonna reboil some noodles because they're probably hard, and I have that for my dinner. Because I find when they're hard, because they're, leftovers, just reboil them and then you have them soft again and you can eat them. Hey Ken, could you text Kenny for me? See if he'll come in. I know Blake was just got home, so he should be coming in soon. Don't Jody me. How cold is it there today? It actually got in the 30s and it's been raining, but it's in the higher 30s and so it's not too cold here in Washington. But I know everywhere else there seems to be a freeze. Oh, 44, that's not bad, but that's still cold for Georgia. At least it's not like negative 50 like in Illinois, right? I saw a post on Facebook, people were like, I can't wait till it gets back above zero. It's like, wow, I'm so glad I'm not there anymore. Oh, there he is. Hi, Blake.
Hello, hold on, let me turn the light on.
Okay. Hi, Chris. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it.
Hello, is that better? Can I be seen?
Yep. Yep, I can see you. So, hi, Dee Dee. Thanks for coming in.
It's been a while. Sorry, guys. Last week uh, I had a terrible eye infection, and then the week before that, I was still working. I believe that's what I was doing. But something came up. I wasn't able to be here, but I'm here. It's 2 weeks off.
Well, I'm glad you're back, and I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
I understand when you're not feeling so well, and uh, even though it's an eye infection, it still can bring you down, you know.
It's a matter of appearance. Sorry, I ain't ready for all that.
You're not ready to expose your um, beautiful face on camera.
Yeah, not. I'm too vain for that yet. I get you.
Uh,
But yeah, I don't
nope.
like it. I don't like it. That was terrible, man. It's just the feeling of something being in your eye, and you know, somebody will tell you one thing, and you cannot be convinced otherwise. So, uh,
So, do they know how you got it? Like, did you get something in it while working and
I
got
don't know.
infected,
They
or?
didn't say. It's just conjunctivitis, and it was really, really bad. So,
Well, glad you're feeling better.
hmm Thank you.
So, how was your day?
Today was good. I got everything done that I wanted to, and I'm happy about that. I only got one more big job I got to do for the rest of the week tomorrow, and then I'll be free for the week.
Oh, yay! I bet
hmm
that's got to be good for you.
Yeah, definitely. How about you?
Oh, I'm training my employee or one of the employees to the new employee to take over my spot. My last day is next Friday. Hi,
Uh huh.
Kenny. Thanks for coming in. And then I don't have anywhere to go, so Ken went around the local areas um, in our area in Georgia, our small little town. I'm in Georgia, Chris. Blake is in Texas.
Yep.
So, um, but they
That's why you
so
see me in the same spot every time, and hers is usually different.
I travel for my job. So right now I'm in Washington, but I live in Georgia. So yeah.
I travel for my job, just not very far.
Yeah. But um, so anyway, I don't have a new assignment, but I need some extra money. So Ken went around to the local like restaurants and stuff to see who's hiring. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing in about a week is working at either a restaurant as a waitress or somewhere else, I'm hoping. So we'll see until I
Well,
get a new job.
you're not gonna be doing the nurse thing no more?
Well, I will until I find a new job. I'm gonna
Oh,
waitress until I find a new job.
I thought you were gonna be like doing it on the side or something. I was like, whoa.
No, but my with traveling, I couldn't do that on the side. Otherwise, I probably would because it's
Oh.
waitressing is a whole different level of stress than the stress at the hospital.
Heck
I,
yeah.
I
It's
mean,
like
they're
fast-paced stress and I guess at the hotel or I mean at the hospital, I would assume it's like long stretched out stress.
it's stress because there's so much going on and so much regulations and so much things to try to hold people accountable for. Whereas a waitress is I just have to worry about me bringing the food to the customer, and hopefully the customer is happy with my service. And if they're not happy with my service, that's on me. So I only have to worry about, I mean, yeah, I can help other waitresses out, obviously, and fill people's coffee or whatever, but um, it's a whole level, it's a this whole different level of stress. Like at the hospital, I have to make sure that, Blake, you're holding your staff accountable in order to meet compliance of the hospital, but I don't have authority over you to do that, so it makes it very stressful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
So, hi Paprika, thanks for coming in.
I'm
Greatly
also
appreciate
waiting
it.
for somebody to come and somebody that's working for me to come and collect some money. So when he gets here, I'll have to run off for just a couple minutes. So I gotta
Yeah,
pay him.
yes, absolutely. Yes, I am a nurse, Chris, but I don't take care of patients anymore. I do more of the leadership roles. I'm in quality, which is where quality is like everywhere in the hospital. They have to make sure the hospital's in compliant with the nurses doing the right things, the doctors doing the right things, everybody else, everything is compliant with the building. And so I have to try to hold everyone accountable. So I don't actually take care of patients anymore, but hopefully I'm keeping the patients safe though by what I do for my job. So yeah, but yeah, if you I can't remember who my mods are, because I started StreamYard and it's hard to see who a moderator is. Um, can you drop Chris's link so people can subscribe to her if they're not already? Or Dee Dee, I think Dee Dee is a moderator. You might be too, Paprika. But so yeah, Chris does makeup as well, just for all of you know. Oh, you can tell by her title, obviously. Chris's makeup, fashion, unboxings, and more. But so that's what I kind of do in a nutshell. You don't know how to do that. Oh boy, I didn't teach you well, Ken. No, I'm kidding. Um, but yeah, that's in a nutshell what I do for my job now. But I travel to where there's holes, like if they need a quality director at that hospital, I'll go in and fill in until they hire the person. So
I don't even know what you do for your job. I clean up outside.
that's okay. Whenever I tried explaining it to my son, obviously he was a little younger, he goes, "Oh, so you're the janitor?" I'm like, "Yep, sure."
Hmm.
It, yeah, I
Yep, I'm
just
cleaning up.
I'm cleaning up after everybody. So yeah, I guess that makes me the janitor, which I'm good with that.
And then when he turns into
Uh,
a teen, you can tell him, I'm paid to be the Karen.
or that too, right? Yeah,
Hey,
like,
you shouldn't do that.
well, and a lot of times it's so hard to explain like if I say, "Oh, I'm a quality director," a lot of people don't know what that is, or what that means. So a lot of times I just say, "I'm a travel nurse," because I don't even want to explain my job.
I don't
I'm
blame
a
you.
travel nurse.
Yeah, that's what I would say too. I travel to make hospitals work better. Tell them like I'm a hospital drill sergeant.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, I have been called the police before. I'll go up on the units, and then one of
There
some
you
of the
go.
nurses
Yeah.
will go, "Oh, here's the police officer." It's like,
I'm
no,
the
I
hospital
just,
snitch.
yeah. Oh, thanks, Paprika. Yeah, I tell people you do quality control. Yeah, that's a good way to put it too. She is the police in a hospital. Yeah, pretty much, I guess.
Oh, that's funny.
But
Man,
when
human resources ain't got nothing on me.
I know, right?
I am
Well,
the human resource.
well, I told this one time I was giving a presentation and I said, "Yeah, I've been called a police officer or whatever." I said, "But you know what? I'm really here to make sure that patients are safe, but I'm also here to keep you safe." I said, "Look at some of the things in the news that's happened where it's ruined nurses' life, like the one that was in Vanderbilt in Tennessee. It was all over the news. I obviously don't know the specifics because I wasn't there, but she took out the wrong meds and killed the patient, and the patient died. And people scrutinized her and all this stuff. It's like, but there were there's always mechanisms in place, and if you don't follow the policy, then things like that can happen. I said, so I'm not being a police. I'm trying to hold you to follow the policies so your life isn't ruined. Not only did her life ruined, she got fired, she lost her license. She didn't get convicted, I don't think, but now her livelihood is gone, and she has to live with that in herself. So I'm trying to protect you as well from that happening to you. So call
I
me the
think
police,
I
call me
think
whatever you want.
I think it's fair to say that somebody in her position should have qualified immunity over any like criminal charges in that case, unless it was obviously, like criminal. But I don't think she was like doing it with any malice, right? You know what I mean?
No, and a lot of mistakes aren't like
Yeah.
that, but
So I
you
think in that case that you were just talking about, she should definitely have some sort of like immunity from any criminal wrongdoing. I certainly would feel that way. I would I'm just trying. You told me that, and the first thing that came to my mind was I could only imagine how she feels, like she has to live with that every day, thinking that she's probably the reason that person died, you know? And that right there is trauma and I guess punishment enough.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously I wasn't there again, so I don't know all the specifics, just what I read in the news and the articles and stuff. But she obviously didn't follow policy, and that's where they caught her or got her on. But do you know how many people don't follow policy and just something like that dramatic has not happened to them? So why
Right.
should she be as scrutinized because the outcome happened to her when it could happen to any other person who doesn't follow the policy? And
Mhm.
that's what I try to explain to people. Like,
Oh,
if you
he's
go
here.
outside
One
of
second.
policy,
Keep going.
okay.
I'll be back.
Yes, Ken. HR is out of compliance too. Yeah. So yeah, it's just so that's one of the things why I tell people that you need to follow policy. Nurses and professionals are not afforded the same protections as lay individuals. Yeah. And the other bad thing is, like, say I'm at this hotel and somebody uh, fell over and passed out or whatever and needed assistance. If I help them, and because I'm a nurse, and say they had a, whatever happened, and they could sue me because I'm not protected under the Good Samaritan Act. Now, if the same scenario happened and Ken went and helped someone because he's not a healthcare professional, he is covered under the Good Samaritan Act and can't be sued, but I can't. So it's really, really difficult. I'm only protected when I'm at the hospital. Yeah, the nurse and healthcare field is just altogether not fair, and they don't get treated properly. Yeah, I mean it's just getting worse. Um, and that's why a lot of people are leaving or getting burnt out quickly, and and there's such a shortage, and even the quality of hospitals are going down because they lost um, during the pandemic they got financially hurt, and so now they're trying to to um, make it up, with by cutting costs and everything else, and so nurses are just getting burnt out. Yeah, I travel to different hospitals, Chris. I'm in Washington right now, and I'm not sure where I'll go next. I'm still looking for my next assignment, but yeah, it's getting harder. And I feel for the patients because I even see even as a patient, or even when my husband was a patient, at the um, and he was in the hospital, the quality I see just going down, and I see more patient complaints. I I just see a lot of things. Not to scare. I'm not here to like scare people from the hospital, obviously, because we still got to try to do the right thing. But um, I just hope it gets better, and that's what I hope I can do is make a difference when I go to the hospitals and make a difference for the patients and the nurses. How does a contractor differ from a full-time gig? Well, the nice thing about not being at a permanent place is that I don't have to deal with politics, and I can go in and say, oh my gosh, you need to fix this, this, and this, and not have to deal with if that's going to offend anybody or whatever. When I was permanent person and I'd bring up things, um, people didn't like that, and and I had to be careful of like the different politics amongst the leaders or whatever, and I seem to have gotten um, um, I I seem to have gotten like I feel like I get more respect being a consultant or a interim because I feel like they think that I guess I know more, but I don't do anything different than when I was a permanent person than I do now. I just seem to like I don't know if it's because they brought me in temporarily and so I don't know what the difference is, but I feel like I get more respect. Oh wow, you had a triple bypass 8 months ago. Oh, I hope you're feeling much better now after that, because that's a big surgery. When I took care of patients, I would take care of the patients um, day like day two of their bypass after they've had a bypass. Not right away because I didn't work. I didn't take care of those patients like right after, but like the next day or a day two or so. But yeah.
I'm back. I'm
Oh,
back. I'm back.
yay! Blake is back, you guys.
Sorry, sorry, sorry.
So in the wintertime, it sounds like you're still staying pretty busy. I know um, it's Texas, so obviously it doesn't get as cold, but it's actually even been cold in Texas. So how does your business like go different? Do you feel like you're less busy now?
Um, yes, definitely. I'm way less busy. Like, I don't have anything that's guaranteed work. Like, I could go to some of these houses and do some work here and there and blah 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 blah, but ultimately I'm really just kind of taking their money, you know. And I don't think it's moral, so I don't go to their houses. I've got plenty of commercial stuff to keep me ahead right now. And until I take the next step to where I can actually afford another person and I have enough equity and money in the bank, and that's certainly going to be a ways down the road, but I mean, I'm okay. I'm okay.
In a week I could fly to Midland and I could help you out. I need a job.
Shit. Damn it. I would see your little self. We'd be running around here. I don't know if we could make it. I think it would be too dang cold for the both of us. Cause I already suck out here. Come on now.
Used to live in Illinois. I'm used to the cold, but I have kind of gotten more wimpy
The
being a.
kid said she ain't helping.
Oh, thanks, Ken. Ken says he shovels tumbleweeds.
That's so funny.
but yeah, I could still help. I might. I saw a commercial. They have these warming like their shirts or vests or whatever, and they're warming. Like they like they're heaters. I so need to get one of those one day. Have you seen those? They're like w- heaters in a jacket or
Yeah, my
like a
mom has
sweater.
one. My mama
The,
has one. It comes with like, so she has like this little pack and it's a battery thing, and it plugs into it and zips into the pocket and it holds in the jacket, and then the jacket itself just warms up and it keeps you warm. And I'm just like, dang, mom, you really ran off with the bag on that one, didn't you? Just
I,
here's my
does
money.
it work?
She said it does. I think she needs a better battery pack because the one that she has doesn't work that well. So, I mean, yeah,
So want to get one of those.
I
Ken
know.
says, "What is the normal temp around you, Blake?"
Dude, it was so weird. I can't even, y'all wouldn't even believe it if I told you. So, the last 3 days, it was like at least 10 degrees in the morning, 9 degrees, somewhere in there. No ice at all, nothing. It was completely dry. And we had today it was 72 degrees outside.
Holy
72.
cow.
Like what the heck? You know, it's so weird. The Midland, I don't have an average. I can't give it to you.
Well, and the reason why it was so cold but still no ice is because Midland is pretty dry.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
probably why.
that's definitely why. I'm glad though, but I did buy this, or I didn't buy it. I got it bought for me so I can do jobs that I bid on. It's a salt spreader, and it hooks into the back of my truck, and it just throws salt everywhere. It's pretty cool. I had it installed the other day.
Well, now you can work for the city then and do that for the roads.
Oh hell, this thing ain't big enough to do all that.
But it's probably more than what they have. Texas don't have anything like that.
Hardly. I mean, they don't have a lot, but the people that do pay for it pay a pretty penny. So
Yeah, no kidding. So, you normally are eating when we do this podcast. I don't see any food. What are you eating?
nothing. I'm not eating anything. I'm sitting here. But since you mentioned it, I've got something. You know, we could. You should have been quiet, girl, because I had to bust this out on you.
Oh my, oh,
Oh
really?
goodness! Here, listen, take a peek. Oh,
So,
yeah.
what do you, you're so mean. Um, so what are you going to eat tonight?
I
He's
don't
so
know.
mean, you guys.
That's good. That's good. Hey, Ken, he said, "Wow."
So after this, you're going to get your girlfriend. Are you going to go eat then?
Maybe I'll see if she wants to go eat something. We'll go get us some food and hang out somewhere.
So what's like the typical date when you go pick her up after the podcast and everything?
7 o'clock. Well, it used to be 9, okay, and she just got her hours changed, and now she gets off at 7. So it's literally she gets off right whenever we get done with our podcast. So, we might. I mean, we may need to adjust our time just a little bit if it's possible, but if not, I may just end up having to take off a little late early, or I mean, if y'all don't mind riding with me.
I
So,
don't mind. What do you guys
okay.
think? Do
Yeah,
you mind riding with Blake? We can go on a tag along.
and she'll be off right whenever we get done. So I don't mind it. If we want to do it that way, that's cool with
Can we
me.
can we say hi to her? She can be on it
Sure.
with us.
Yeah. I don't know if she would want to because she get off work and she'll be like, "Oh, get away from me."
Uh,
That's how
Ken
she
sa-
always is.
Ken says, "What's a great dinner and drink for a date night?"
For me, what?
Oh yeah,
Oh my goodness.
me and Ken don't
uh,
know. It's been too long since we've had a date night.
no, it's terrible. I would just say like, just like if you just want to talk and chill and hang out and listen to music, I would say to grow into a drive-in, like a Sonic or something. That's probably like if you just want to keep it chill. But if you want to sit down and actually have dinner or something, I always like Italian. It's always romantic, right? I always like Italian, and it tastes so good. So like that's my first thought is like Italian food for a date.
Chris says it depends how you drive. How do you drive, Blake?
I mean, praise hell, praise Dale, baby.
Oh gosh. No. Alyssa says we can name it Riding with Blake and Jamie. Oh gosh. Are you like Will Ferrell in Talladega Nights? What does he say? Like go faster
He
or
says, I want to go fast. If you ain't first, you're last.
yeah, that. Exactly. uh we might have to say, okay, Blake, bye. We don't want to we don't want on the air that you're speeding or doing something illegal.
They don't get to know about any of that.
How do we know each other? I had an assignment in Midland, Texas with I worked with his sister, and I was previously doing another podcast with someone else, and it was just getting too much with because they were doing it 7 days a week, and Blake did like one. Would you Cheyenne said that you had like
I did a couple one time and I tried it and then I just kind of stopped doing it and then Cheyenne was like, "Hey, you should keep doing this with her because she wants to like do another one on the side with uh uh because she was already doing another one. I don't know. I mean, you maybe. I don't know if you're still doing that one or not, but
no, he was doing it way too late with me working and having to get up early in the morning, and he was doing it every single night. I was just getting so exhausted I couldn't do it anymore.
I
So
understand.
um,
How often do you do yours?
I my podcast.
Yeah. Is this
Well,
just the only one we do every week?
yep, you're my
Yeah.
only podcast right
I
now.
thought you still did the makeup stuff.
Oh yeah, that's just my videos. That's not a live. That's just a video that I do.
Oh, and you do that one every day?
Yeah. But I don't do just makeup. Like on Mondays and Wednesdays are my like mix it up stuff. And Monday's mix it up Monday. Wednesday is wow me Wednesday. So I try to do something non-makeup related on those 2 days.
Ah.
Like when mine and Ken's best friend Nathan, he was going to be alone for Christmas. So I'm like, well, come see me because I had to be up here for Christmas by myself. And Ken can't travel that long, especially with his hip. And so he's like, all right. So he came here to Washington with me, and we did like we went to a few different places or whatever, and I did a vlog on that and put a video up on that with and because Nathan wanted to go up to Forks, Washington, where Twilight was filmed, and
Uh-huh.
so we went up there, and I did a little video on that. And yeah, so I don't do just makeup.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought
Ken
I
says,
thought it was like you just getting ready.
well, yeah, most of the days, yeah, that's what I do. But Ken says, yes, she records every day. Oh, thanks, Chris. Chris says she's really good. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I've been practicing since I started my channel because I before I started my channel I wasn't good at all, and I just kept practicing and, and watching other YouTubers and trying to figure it out.
Man, the stuff I watch is so dumb. It's either really dumb or like in a like excessively political.
Well, as Blake knows, I try to stay away from anything political on my channel because the way I feel is, okay, you're not going to change my beliefs, I'm not going to change your beliefs. And so I don't know why people have to agree. Why can't people agree to disagree? But they can't. You're either going to
Well,
offend somebody.
I think it's I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you,
Oh,
but
that's
I
fine.
think I just think it's a thing. It's like people have lost the genuine idea of a debate without it turning hostile. You know what I
E- e-
mean?
Exactly.
And I feel like debate is also necessary in society. So if we just kind of turn our eye to it without even talking about it at all, then we're not. I just feel like you still need to debate, but you need to know who you're talking to because I mean, are they going to act in a certain way that's going to be hostile if you disagree with them? Or are you, I mean, or can you really genuinely actually hear another side of the fence and learn something, you know? It's just
It,
a matter of not losing the overall idea of debate.
exactly. And I feel like people can't, um, a lot of people can't do that. And it's, um, instead of causing like huge arguments, that's why I do stay away from any type of politics or religion, Chris. Or even like anything that's very controversial, because I'm not going to change your beliefs and you're not going to change mine. And yeah, if we could agree to disagree in society, a healthy debate is good because you hear both sides of why people believe that way, right? To your
Hmm.
point, a debate is good. But like, especially when what was it, the Trump and Biden election? Oh my gosh, the hatred on both sides, on Facebook, and like I'd read comments and all that stuff, and I was like, why? You're just now losing friends and um, family, or causing tension between people. When Why can't you just give a healthy debate? To your point.
Well, it was sad to see, just the overall idea working in front of your eyes is divide and conquer, divide the people and overrule everything. So that's what I certainly see, and
Well,
I
and there
it
was
breaks my heart.
it does, and then with the whole pandemic, there was such division against about the vaccine or even the mask. Just a simple mask, there was a division, and it's like, oh my goodness, people, why can't we all just get along?
I don't know. I just think uh, everyone is so headstrong on their opinion, and they're all somebody that is trying to, stamp their name in history somewhere. So
I guess so, yeah. Yeah, Ken says there's so much
everybody's,
ignorance and anger in politics. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why. Why do we have to be angry? Why can't we
well, I'm tired of everybody fighting over two potatoes. Like the best guy is somebody y'all
the
don't even look at.
two potatoes? That's funny. I like
I
that one.
mean, it doesn't matter. For the past few years, Democrat or Republican, the candidacy is just absolutely awful. How? Oh, I'm sorry. It's terrible. Like there are so many other people that I genuinely care about the country, and they're shoveled off to the side.
Yeah, I hope just one day we'll get someone who really cares about the country and what's right for the people versus what will get them elected.
We just need to stop allowing politics to have money. We need to stop lobbyists, stop lobbying. That's terrible. That's the worst thing you could possibly do is get money from a certain like corporation or something so that they can fund an idea towards policy. That's terrible. Those people are doing it strictly for money and profit. Lobbying is terrible for the country. So that's just the biggest thing. If we can get money out of politics and get people that have like that just blue collar, hardworking Americanism to them, like I just feel like we would be in a lot better position than some money hungry lifelong politicians that do nothing but try and claw their way to the top and steal money on the way. It's
Uh,
terrible.
I think
It's
that's what how people get so corrupt, is because now they're looking at the their pockets versus what's right.
Would you believe it if I told you that in American dollars there's only 3.2 trillion like dollars in paper money in circulation? That's like and the overall like number with money in the United States is like 66 trillion. Where's the rest of this money? What are you talking about? I mean, it's
It,
all thin air. It's not even real.
it's all
It's all in
it's
your
all
bank
fictitious.
accounts.
Yeah, it's all everything's electronic now. They don't need to actually make money now. They can just say you have this much money. That,
It's all out
that
of
is
thin air, you know? If you didn't
that
know
is
that,
that is very interesting. So there's
so
only 3.2 trillion in paper money, but 66 trillion dollars in money.
if somebody please fact check me on that real quick, but I believe those numbers are not far off from what I said. If somebody can say like how much overall money is in the U.S. currency, and then you can say actual paper money. I don't know the difference, but I know that it's somewhere in that region.
But yeah, I guess I don't understand how someone can have money without it actually being there, I guess.
I know, I agree,
That is
but
interesting.
that's how it works.
Wow.
Not every dollar accounted for in the United States is something that you can actually hold and put into a dollar.
Is that because people put it in like overseas accounts, Cayman accounts, or whatever you watch
I
on the
don't
movies?
I just think is I don't know, it's just like I think the things that have done it is like stocks and investments and like, you just keep stacking this money on top of it and on top of it. Like it just becomes I don't know inflation. I don't know. I don't know. I can't. It takes a smarter man than me to figure it out. So that's where you stop me right there.
Hmm. It's all Wall Street thievery. Oh my goodness, really good.
I mean, somebody should check on that for me real quick if you can. I'd appreciate it and see how much money is in the U.S. circulation because I don't know the answer.
Sure you do, Blake.
I don't know. I'm sure it's somewhere around three or I want to say 3 or 6. That sounds right. I don't know why. It's a multiple of three. 3 or 6 trillion, and like the supposed number that we have is like 33 or 66, something like that. It's like double it.
Wow, that's
Mhm.
just amazing. I'm
I
waiting
know it.
for Ken to come in with the Google.
I know. I'm that's who I'm waiting on, Ken. I'm sure he knows. But yeah, it's crazy how money and lobbying has become a part of politics. You never would have thought that that would actually be okay, but you know, there's 2.6 trillion dollars in actual currency, okay? And
2.26 trillion.
yeah, two so 2,260 billion dollars
Wow. You were
in
pretty close.
circulation.
You
Yeah,
were close. You said 3.2. That is really close.
I was wrong. I was a little bit off. I mean, I knew it was, I was somewhere right around there. And then how much is it that actually is in, like, how much money is in the United States? I know it's somewhere like 60 something, 60 trillion or something. It's almost, I know it's nearly 10 times that. It's like,
Wow.
what? How? Where?
That is just insane. Okay, while Ken's doing that, do you want to do some trivia since you're full of trivia for the next
No.
10 minutes?
No.
Blake is always like, no, not trivia.
Sometimes I am, but I try not to be.
Sometimes you are what?
Sometimes I'm down about doing trivia, but I try not to be.
It's all right, Blake.
You need to have trivia based on stuff. Like we need to do it, and like needs to have trivia based on Friends and trivia based on Breaking Bad and other TV shows.
I do have other ones at home, and since I'll be at home, I can try to find them and dig them out.
That would be cool. I would enjoy those. I usually like trivia games, but you have questions that I don't know.
135 trillion in wealth in the current U.S. bank holdings.
You see what I'm saying? Where is all
Hey,
this money?
I did do trivia for kids. I did have it, or the generations. Remember, I had the trivia for different generations,
Uh, maybe. I
and
think I
then I
remember.
I went through all those.
I was too dumb for that.
No, you weren't. Hey, and even though these are really hard, you actually know quite a few of the questions.
Some of it.
So,
But anyways, Ken just made me right. 135. That's over 100 times.
oh, you're laying down for bed. I enjoyed the life. Good night, everyone. Oh, you can't wait 10 more minutes, Kenny. Anyway, all right. What
Hi,
traditional
Kenny.
Alaskan?
Wait, who's Ken? Is Ken and Kenny different?
Yes, Kenny's my son.
Oh, okay.
That's Junior.
Kenny is the junior.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what traditional Alaskan sled dog dinner is gradually disappearing from the Yukon River? Uh,
Husky.
No. What traditional Alaskan sled dog dinner is gradually disappearing from the Yukon River? Salmon is correct. That's pretty scary because oh, you can't ever get my riddles. Aw. Um, who played a kid on Different Strokes and a crack dealer in the TV movie After Different Strokes when the laughter stopped?
I did not know the answer to this question.
Who played a kid on Different Strokes and a crack dealer on in the TV movie After Different Strokes when the laughter stopped? Todd Bridges, you are correct, Chris. What nation's drug traffickers were found to be constructing a submarine with 11 tons of cargo space in 2000?
El Chapo.
Do you know what nation?
Mexico.
Nope.
Cuba.
Nope.
Freaking. I don't know. Russia.
Nope. Not Venezuela either. It was Colombia.
Colombia.
Yep, and there's Chris. Man, you are on fire, Chris. What 1990 bestseller bore the disclaimer as dictated to Barbara Bush? What 1990 bestseller bore the disclaimer as dictated to Barbara Bush?
I don't know the answer to that question.
It's Millie's book. Millie's book. What do folks hope to slow the body's production of with brand name drugs like Lescal, Mavacor, and Pravachol? What do folks hope to slow the body's production of with brand name drugs like Lescal, Mavacor, and Pravachol? I don't know if
Now I've
any
got
of.
crackers.
Oh no. See, I knew you always have to eat something on the podcast. I'm like, really? You're not eating? um, that answer is cholesterol. Cholesterol. Those are some of the brand names for cholesterol reducing agents. What former U.S. president was inducted into the Colorado Ski Hall of Fame in 2001? Thought it was popcorn for a second. No, it's crackers.
Oh, and I got cornbread.
See, I knew you were going to eat food.
I can't help it.
What former U.S. president was inducted into the Colorado Ski Hall of Fame in 2001?
George H.W.
No. Repeat. It is what former U.S. president was inducted into the Colorado Ski Hall of Fame in
Ronald
2001?
Reagan.
Nope, not Carter either.
Gerald Ford.
Yes, very good. You are so smart. See, you can do this.
Mm-mm.
What Minnesota city would you be stuck in if you'd just blown a rod on Rod Carew Drive?
Wisconsin.
Now, what Minnesota city would you be
Oh,
stuck in if you'd just blown a rod on Rod Carew Drive?
I don't even know any towns. Or isn't Minneapolis there?
Yep, you are correct. Minneapolis. Yes, you and Blake Ken got it right, even though he didn't spell it right, but that's all right. What Nicolas Cage movie saved on model making costs by smacking a full-size plane into the front door of Las Vegas's Sands Hotel?
Con Air.
Yes, very good. I take it you've seen that movie a lot.
Mm, it's just a really good movie. Somebody else would have said it. Who else knew that? Who else? There's got to be at least two other people that knew.
Since you shouted out just like that, like
Mm-hmm.
what Asian legislature brought her own color mugshots to an arraignment for laundering $352 million in 2001? What Asian legislator brought her own color mugshots to an arraignment for laundering $352 million in 2001? Any guesses? It is Imelda Marcos, who used his Life in Hell comic strip as a springboard to TV success. Who used his Life in Hell comic strip as a springboard to TV success?
Hmm. Who was the dude that did the Muppets?
Um, something Henson, isn't it?
It's not him, is it?
No.
What about the guy that did the Avatar?
I don't know. The answer is Matt Groening. I don't know who he is. I don't know
Mitt
who did.
Romney?
No, Matt Groening.
Hmm.
I've never heard of him. What plug-and-play computer felt its instruction manual was complete with just 6 pictures and 36 words in 1998?
I don't know.
You don't know computers, you youngin'?
1998.
Well, it was nine. Yeah,
I was
you
one
were
year
just
old,
born.
woman.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're my daughter's age. I keep forgetting. You youngin'. What plug-and-play computer felt its instruction manual was complete with just 6 pictures and 36 words in 1998? Any guesses? Wait, I can. I figured he would know.
One of my favorite movies came out the year I was born.
What was that?
Office Space.
That wasn't a. Oh, wait. Oh, it was a movie. I was thinking The Office, but that's what. Never mind.
Remember when he takes over the company?
I've seen the movie, but it's been so long I don't remember much, to be
He
honest.
bankrupts it, and then the dude that they kept sending down to the, they just kept moving him and sending him down to the basement. And he ended up blowing the whole company up.
Um, the answer is the IMAX. Last question, we'll do the riddle, and Ken, if you could get my quote. What soccer star's mammoth poster draped the exterior of RFK Stadium in April 2001?
Soccer player?
Hmm.
He was playing?
What soccer star's mammoth poster draped the exterior of RFK Stadium in April 2001?
Was it Pele?
Nope. It was Mia Hamm. Mia Hamm.
Mm.
So, all right, the riddle of the night comes from today's video. Why did the crocodile run his mile so fast? Why did the crocodile run his mile so fast?
How fast?
I said, why did the
Yeah, but
crocodile
how
run his
fast?
so fast? Jimmy John's
So
fast.
fast.
Jimmy
Holy
John's
cow.
fast.
That's freaky fast. It literally says that on our shirt. It's freaky fast.
Any guesses, anybody? So, why did the crocodile run his mile so fast? He had his Gatorade.
He should be thrown in prison for making that joke.
Chris says, remember you're talking to fourth graders.
There has to be at least a, I mean, some form of criminal punishment, a fine or something for making really bad jokes.
All right. While I'm waiting for Ken's quote, do you have any last inspirational words for the chat?
Drink Dr. Pepper. Y'all should sponsor me. I swear I pay at least one bill in that building somewhere. With all the Dr. Pepper that I give y'all, I can pay for at least one guy's salary over there. I swear I can. At least
Wouldn't
one
that
of
be
them.
so funny if, if I ever get bigger and get a sponsorship that they did sponsor Dr. Pepper on our podcast one day?
Dude, I would like tattoo Dr. Pepper on my forehead.
You never know. I've been doing this almost 3 years, and I'm almost there. I'm at 804 now. I just need a little over 200 to go, or about 200 more to go.
Yo, Dr. Pepper, sponsor me, dog. I will love you forever. You just give me a little card that I swipe and I get free Dr. Pepper, and I will like do whatever you want me to do.
All right, everyone. Thank you for such a wonderful cast tonight and being interactive. It always helps us out very well. And remember, you're all beautiful inside and out. Don't let anyone make you think differently. And the quote comes for tonight comes from E.M. Forster. We must be willing to go. We must be willing to let go of the past so as they have the life that is awaiting us. Bye, everyone. Thanks for coming in.
Goodbye.